So I know what my parents sacrificed to even get me here.
Nick Williams' parents worked hard to send him to a private school in D.C.
Eventually, I do want to become president of a university, and then I also want to have multiple businesses.
His path and those ambitions led him to an undergraduate and master's degree at UVA, and now a doctorate program at VCU.
I worked all throughout undergrad, was an RA to help, cut my housing cost, and then my dad would hustle and my mom would hustle to try to figure out how to fill in the rest.
Despite all that, you know what's next. Williams is one of the more than 1 million Virginians with federal student loans. His sum is significant, despite intentionally enrolling in a one-year master's program to lower costs.
So I said, well, I'm going to bite the bullet, I'm going to hustle my way through and hopefully pay all this off.
As a part of the federal debt ceiling deal, student borrowers will likely begin repayment of their loans soon. They've been paused for 3 years because of the pandemic and its economic fallout.
I do a lot of reassuring with borrowers that, it's not all them.
Scott Kemp is Virginia's student loan advocate for the state. Here's the scope of student debt in Virginia.
When you look at Virginia, there's over 1 million borrowers who have some amount of student loan debt. And so I'm about 1/8 of our population. And the total amount is about $400 billion worth of student loans.
That means almost everyone knows someone who will be impacted when repayments begin. Although an exact date is not yet set, Kemp says it's clear repayments will begin in the coming months.
The key is preparation. Now is the time to prepare rather than wait until the last minute, because we're not confident that the loan servicers are going to be able to handle the call volume.
Student borrowers should make sure their information is updated with their loan servicer, begin budgeting for monthly payments to resume, and check their current payment plan and balance. And for those needing help managing payments, Kemp says there's income-based repayment plans available.
I don't want borrowers to think that the only option is to not start paying, because the consequences of default are pretty significant, including wage garnishment, tax refund garnishment. So just let borrowers know that they do have options and income-based options available to them.
It allowed me to really focus on my finances and also things I can invest in and build in order to scale my income, so when the repayments do come back, I can effectively pour more money in to get rid of it faster.
Williams says he's been planning for repayments to resume.
It always impacts what jobs I look at, because while I love the work that I do, I think about my bills, and student loans, of course, are a big factor in that.
He currently works directly with students at the VCU School of Business and says he regularly hears frustrations with the student debt crisis.
I do think college is worth it, but again, it goes back to it does need to evolve. It can't function in the same ivory tower mindset that it used to.
Big picture. Institutions, both schools and government, need to revamp a system, Williams says, puts a financial weight on so many students just looking to advance their prospects in life.
Whether it's businesses that are going to help scale the economy, whether it's in revamping some of the institutions that we currently see, building new technologies and really innovating the world. I really think that people just need a breather, and we have to think creatively on how to do that.
For information on repayment plans and the options available to you, you can head to virginiastudentloanhelp.org. Kemp says he and his team are there to help. Reporting in Richmond, Jake Burns, CBS 6 News.